Hello people, it's Michael here. I'm in near Tottenham Hell and I'm here to visit a place that does Afro-Caribbean food. It's called Deluxe Manor and it's that place over there. So let's get to it, people. All right, we're inside. I'm inside, and I'm inside with my son over there. He's camera shy. He doesn't like to be on the camera. It's probably because he's not as good looking as his dad, but you know, that's neither here nor there. But we are gonna, what we're gonna have, the Manor platter. Okay, well, you can talk, you know, you can talk. We're gonna have the Manor platter, which is ntaba. Comes with chicken wings, lamb ribs, plantain, jollof rice. Now, the guy said that it's proper Nigerian jollof, so we shall see. And mixed fried rice or kwanga with a choice of salad or coleslaw. And we're going to order some drinks as well. What do you fancy drinking? I'm probably going to have I might have I'll see what they have. You know, I was thinking of having like a cocktail, tropical deluxe cocktail, but what are you having?
African Fanta.
They got African Fanta here. Yeah. Oh, well, you know, my son said they have African Fanta here, but actually it's Nigerian Fanta. It's not African Fanta. So we're gonna have Nigerian Fanta. Anyway, people, I will see you when the food arrives. Here we've got the jollof rice here, we've got the chicken wings here. This is the
Lamb ribs.
This is the lamb ribs, and that's the ntaba.
Smoked baby lamb.
Okay, so this is smoked baby lamb on this side, ntaba, and this is the other rice, mixed fried rice. We've got lots and lots of plants in here, and we've got a little bit of salady.
Caesar salad.
Caesar salad. Yeah. Okay, people, we're gonna get stuck in.
Enjoy.
Thank you. And we've got our Niger Fanta again. Do you want your plate? One plate for you and one plate for me. Okay, what are we gonna take first? We got the, I'm gonna stick a couple of ribs on there. Stick a bit of plantain on the side as well. How about one of these? Let's push that back a bit. Stick one of these wings on there. And oh, this looks quite nice actually. This is the ntaba. It comes with onions as well. And let's get a bit of that jollof. Now, he actually said to me, this is Niger jollof rice. So, they have to be representing. It must taste good. I'm gonna leave the other fried rice over there for a second. All right, let's start with a bit of the rice. Seasoned, nice. In fact, there's a little bit in here that I tasted. You know when you cook jollof and there's a little bit sticky at the bottom? I tasted that bit and it's crunchy. It tastes, that part of it tastes really nice. When you do home cooked jollof, you get that. Oh my gosh. That jollof is nice. I have to admit, Niger jollof.
Best jollof I've had.
All right. So the taba is Congolese meat, yeah? Congolese. All right. Meat with the meat on the bone, seasoned. Nicely fried. Oh, tastes nice. It's not over seasoned. I mean, it's not over spicy, shall I say? So you won't have to have like a couple of gallons of water with that. Tastes good. All right, let's try the plantain. Okay, you can see that's a ripe plantain, nice and ripe. Nice and ripe. All right, what have we got here? We have the ribs. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Smoky, spicy, yeah. You see how much rice my son is taking? He's taking most of the jollof. Got a bit of fat in it, but that's part of it. If you have ribs with no fat on it, it's not really good.
Is this one good?
Yeah, very nice.
Take that.
Right. Okay. I really want to get a bit of that chicken wing there. It's like got barbecue. Seems like it's barbecue. It's hot. Oh, very hot. It's like it's got a bit of maybe a bit of a glaze of that honey on the. Okay. I got to give them their props here. I don't know what I was expecting when I came here, but yeah. I built up my appetite. I didn't eat anything this morning. I just had a cup of black coffee. Yeah, I did the park run. I had a cup of coffee before the park run, and it is now just after 3. They open at 3 o'clock, so I haven't really eaten much. So I'm proper hungry, and I have to say I'm enjoying this. Probably the only alteration I would have is to have maybe a bigger plate. Yeah, a bigger plate that I could actually put more food on. But I can't complain about the actual food itself. You need to start learning how to eat with your fingers instead of knife and fork like a proper African man.
I do. It's fun,
You see? The only thing we don't eat in Nigeria with our fingers,
Rice.
yeah, is rice. In general, yeah. I mean, some people use their fingers to eat rice, but in general, we don't.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Anyway, people, I'm gonna get stuck in, and once we've finished and paid our bill, I will let you know what I think of our meal here. Okay, Deluxe Manor, the bill. The bill came to £103.48. Well, that was the original bill. More on that a bit later. For that we had a Manor platter, which it says serves up to 4. That included taba, chicken wings, lamb ribs, plantain, jollof rice, and mixed fried rice, and side salad, a salad on the side. That was £52. And we had 4 bottles of Nigerian Fanta. On their menu it says Nigerian Fanta £6.50 each per bottle. Okay, so when I finally got the bill, it had the Manor platter, £52, 4 Fantas, £30, which is £7.50 each. Then it had a service charge on top of that for £10.25. And when I received the card machine to pay, there was this, normal stuff about, do you want to add a percentage, whatever, he asked me, and I added a 10% as a tip. So basically it was £92.25 plus £9.23 as a tip. After I paid the bill, I reflected on, I thought to myself, hang on a minute, isn't there a 12.5% service charge on there? Then why are you asking me for a tip? Also, I said, on your menu it says £6.50 per bottle of Fanta, and yet I was charged £7.50. And the gentleman said to me, okay, well, unfortunately the menu's not correct. It is actually £7.50 per bottle, and it was a mistake, so the menu needs to be updated, he said. Okay, then I asked him, okay, well, how about the service charge? I hope the service charge goes to the members of staff. And then he came back to me and he said, no, the service charge doesn't go to members of staff. It actually goes to the owners of the restaurant. So definitely I wasn't happy with that. That's why they requested or asked on the machine for a tip afterwards. Now, if you run a restaurant and you charge a 12.5% service charge, or whatever service charge you charge, that service charge should go to the members of staff, the waiting staff, not to the owners. That, for me, I wasn't happy with whatsoever. I also was not happy with the fact that the price that I was charged was not the menu price for the Fanta. You've got on your menu, it says £6.50 per bottle of Fanta, which is extremely expensive anyway for a bottle of Fanta, £6.50. But you say, when it comes to the bill, you charge £7.50. Okay, definitely not happy with that. Anyway, let's get on to the food itself. All right, the food. The jollof rice, very nice. I have to admit, the jollof rice was very nice. It wasn't as good as Echo Bar and Restaurant, but it was still the second best jollof that I've had. So it was very, very nice jollof rice. The chicken wings, nicely cooked, a bit of honey on there. I tasted like glazed with a bit of honey. Very tasty. The ntaba, which seemed to me like fried meat on the bone. A lot of it was on the bone, actually. That's the traditional, apparently traditional Congolese meat. That tasted nice. I I've seen a lot of people complain about there being more bone than meat, but you know, I mean, it's part of the platter. I mean, if that's how it's made, that's how it's made. The ribs again were nice, bit fatty in some places, but you know, it was cooked nicely. The plantain ripe, nicely cooked. Can't complain about that. The steamed rice, the fried rice. What's it called? It is called. I hope I get this pronunciation correct. Kwanga. The mixed fried rice, kwanga. That was okay. I wouldn't go overboard about it. It was okay. Yeah. So my original thought was to give it a rating of 8 out of 10. But because of the issue with the bill and the issue, with the service charge, I'm extremely unhappy about that. If you're a restaurant and you run a restaurant and you put a service charge on it and you don't give the service charge to the members of staff, for me that's not on at all. That's why I think that service charges should be abolished, to be honest. And if then you're going to tip the waiting staff, you tip the waiting staff, because how do we know the service charge actually goes to the people that it's supposed to go to? And then secondly, the fact that you're not charging your menu prices. I mean, if I didn't notice it, because I always scrutinise my bill, if I didn't notice it, how many other people didn't notice it when they got their bill and just paid their bill? It's ridiculous. You know, you've got a price on your menu. That's the price that you should pay. For that reason, I'm actually giving it a 6.5 out of 10. I was very disappointed with that. The question, would I go again? I would go again for the food. And if I went again, the very first thing I would ask, is your menu the correct price? And then I would ask again, does the service charge go to the members of staff? If the menu price is correct, all well and good. If the service charge does not go to members of staff, then I would ask them to take off the service charge and I would tip the members of staff in cash. Anyway, people, you know the score. If you like the video, hit that like button. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. If there's anywhere you'd like to see next, put it in the comments below. And I will see you next time, people.